A big reason they have a sizable lead. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Welcome, everybody. It may be early on in the season, but not too early to take a full assessment of the Eastern Conference standings.
Yeah, taking a look here at Baltimore, even if they're not the team we thought they'd be, they haven't completely come off the rails. Still plenty of time left. With all this talent, I can see them turning it around real fast. How fast? That fast.
And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for Baltimore.
They've been great on the boards. Once these guys establish the position, it's hard to root them out, Shaq.
Tough physical approach. We'll see if adjustments are made on the other side to try and counter that. That's what you were going to say, wasn't it, Shaq?
Yeah, I was asleep. I'm sorry, Ernie.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. The Stars shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. And it's Waters in at the three. Cousins against Russell. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Stan, you coached so many rookies over the years. What are some key things you like to see from a player coming into the league?
Well, look, you've got to have the guy, Brian, that's ready to compete at that level and has to bring that every night. From there, it's just all about learning. There's going to be mistakes, but you want guys who can learn and improve at a consistent rate.
Is it true that defense is the fastest way into the coach's heart?
Well, it's certainly a way to gain confidence, that's for sure.
Hits both from the stripe. Baltimore leading by 21 on the court for Nashville. And it's Bender in a 2-guard. Pass to Boeheim. Deflected. Here's Parks. There's a screen. Here's Bender. Shot clock at 6. Tries it from 16. No good off the glass.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Russell from outside. Park pulls it in. Park's got 4 rebounds now. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Shoots. Plenty of room to knock down that one. Park's got 17 points.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession. Great pass to hit him in stride. Love to see teammates in sync with each other.
Here's Bender. 19 points in the game. Pass to Cousins. And the layup is good off the glass. Cousins has got 4 points this quarter.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
To the left wing. Inside. McGee with a steal. Here's Bender. Offline with a 3. Baltimore leading by 19. Outside Russell. Pass to House. Beyond the arc. Park pulls it in.
Not a great start to this second half. Just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
To the paint. Here's Holmes. Oh, it's Holmes with the big jam.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Shooting for the Stars. Holmes at the line for 1.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Boeheim. What an incredible scoring display he's putting on tonight. Russell a screen on Holmes. Clock at 4. Waters. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Personal foul. First team foul.
No debate there. He got hammered.
And this will be a second trip to the free throw line. That free throw no good. And he's good on the second. Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach at the collegiate level. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball.
Parks gets the bucket. Baltimore leading by 15. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Barons. Waters. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. For Nashville, they've gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Pass to Cousins. Now McGee. To the inside. Here's Parks. And it's Baltimore with a rebound. Here's House. Give him 8. Here's Boeheim. Puts up a deep 3. Again! What an avalanche! 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Pass to Bender. It's good. Bender's got 21.
If the defender is giving him that much space, the points are inevitable.
Here's Waters. He's got 11. Over Holmes. Waters can't hit.
Well, when you get that kind of look inside, you have to capitalize.
Here's Parks. 19 points in the game. Launches it. Knocks down the long J. He's got 22.
Well, that's his 4th triple for the game now. Just his 1st in the second half.
Here's Boeheim. Looking at his stats, he's getting just over 23 points a game. Ooh, McGee with the block. Up top, Holmes. Pass to Cousins. Oh, swiped away. And here they come. Here's House. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
6 to shoot. Pass to McGee. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like it'll still be Stars ball. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. You look at Nashville, right now 5th in the division, right in the middle.
Timeout, timeout. When I look at the Stars, we'll see if they can up the ante down the stretch. They still have a lot of work to do in order to rise to the top.
Well, sometimes those teams that are on the edge can be the most dangerous. They play like they have something to prove.
Timeout called, Nashville. Here now, the small forwards having a big effect with their shot blocking this season. Here's Bender. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Bender's gotten 4 this quarter.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Baltimore.
Well, look, you have to be able to count on energy and effort every night, and they're showing a lot of it with their transition buckets.
Well, something else that has stood out to me has been their aggressiveness on the boards. They're just out-muscling the opposition on the offensive glass.
He misses the free throw, and Nashville making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. He's off on the second. Nashville has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
The NBA is focused on the next generation. Commissioner Adam Silver said a lot of top draft picks are incredibly skilled, but that doesn't necessarily translate to being team basketball players. There's an opportunity for us to be more active participants in developing younger players and getting kids active. BA?
1 step ahead, Allie. Thanks. High post Holmes. 7 points in the game. Cousins with the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Here's O'Neal. And it's Baltimore with a rebound. House has got 4 rebounds now. Shoots over Holmes. It's good from the top of the key. House has gotten 4 this quarter. The Stars have gone 7 of 13 in the second half. Pass to McGee. Now here's O'Neal. Footer, and it's Baltimore with a rebound. Peterson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Here's Boeheim. Pass to Russell. Here's the 3. And Holmes pulls it down. Holmes has got 7 rebounds in the game. Cousins, the pass to McGee. Outside O'Neal. Cousins with the screen. Takes one from 10 feet. O'Neal misses.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
Here's Waters. Checked by Cousins. And that one's good. Waters.
And I respect the strategy. Despite the sizable lead, you got to stay in attack mode.
Yeah, you got to keep going at him. You don't want to leave any hope for a comeback.
Will stand the minimum games threshold for postseason awards. It seems to be working as a motivator.
Well, especially, Brian, because those awards can impact player contracts. So that benchmark, 65 games, about 80% of the schedule, that's a bar that players are looking to surpass.
Do you like the 65 games, or would you like to see a different number?
I mean, I think it's great. If anything, I'd like to see it higher.
And that one's good. House.
Action on the break has fueled them tonight. They're winning the transition battle.
Yeah, they did a great job of controlling the pace throughout the game and keeping the defense on their heels.
Holmes with it. He's got 7. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line.
Shooting for Nashville. Holmes at the line for 1.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good from Holmes.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
Baltimore leading by 18. Here's Wolf. The 3 is up. Rebounded by Cousins. Cousins has got rebound number 8 now. Pass to Holmes. The 3 ball. Offensive board. Cousins, the pass to O'Neal. With the drive. And he lobs it up. Oh, it's Holmes with the big jam.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude. Here's House. 14 points for him. Here's Boeheim. He got it again. Sensational.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Holmes finds McGee. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. McGee's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
It's interesting. They definitely had more 3-point attempts in the first half. Not sure why they went away from it.
There's a screen. Here's Boeheim. Rebounded by Cousins. Nashville has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the 3rd. Pass to Bender from deep 3-point land. And it's Baltimore with a rebound.
He had it flowing from long range in the first half. Not sure what changed.
Here's Boeheim. Non-stop scoring machine right here. Lets it go from deep. And again.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Pass to Holmes. McGee a screen. On the attack, Holmes. Oh, it's Holmes with the big jam.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
O'Neal. Third personal foul, fourth team foul. At the line for two, House.
First one falls for him. Some changes for Baltimore. Knox, he's checked in for Peterson. Waters comes in for Russell. And Moore's subbed in for Boeheim. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And for Nashville, they're shooting around 52% since the start of third. Pass to Parks. Outside O'Neal. Looking to end this cold spell. And that one is hammered home.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. Baltimore leading by 18. Here's Wolf. And there's the lob. There's the three. Nails it from three. Wolf's got 5 now.
Backing up that last three with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Outside O'Neal. Oh, what a finish in traffic! My goodness! Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. 1 second left. That shot off the mark. And so it's Baltimore out in front by 19 going into the break. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. We've got Wembanyama, and it's Russell in at the 5, roaming the paint. Outside Wembanyama, 5 to shoot, down low. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Hey, B.A., not many players can pull off an incredible move like that.
Boy, you're talking about a very short list. Here's Holmes. Oh, it's Holmes with the big jam.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. It's tipped. Waters. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Come on, B.A. Emphatic slam from a player who does it better than most.
Oh, defense optional when the freight train is coming.
Well, if you give up that lane that easily, you got to expect he's going to attack the rim with some force. Here's
O'Neal. It's rebounded by Moore. Baltimore leading by 21. All right, Stan, what's one rule you'd change if you could be commissioner for a day?
Well, first thing I want to know, Brian, if I get to be commissioner for the day, for that day, do I get Adam Silver's salary?
100%.
Brian, I'd get rid of all the replays.
All the replays. No more reviews. Human factor.
No reviews, no challenges. Let's play the game and keep the flow of the game going.
Here's Knox. Over to the wing. Here's Parks. Knocks it down from distance. Parks got 10 points in just the second half.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
The three from Wembanyama connects from downtown.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Picked by Holmes. Here's Knox. Oh, he missed the chippy right there.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Here's Waters. Pass to Wolf. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good.
You really have to question the defensive effort on that possession.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
Here's O'Neal. Boom! He jams it straight down.
He flashes to the rim and is met with no resistance.
And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for Baltimore. Here's Waters. There's a screen. 4-3. And Wembanyama with the three.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Waters. Outside Wembanyama. From the high post. And he knocks the jumper down. Wembanyama's got 20.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Baltimore leading by 23. Pass to Wolf. Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. It can get ugly really fast if things don't work out.
Here's Parks. Picked by Holmes. The three is up. Parks, no good. The Barons have gotten 6 of 8 shots to fall during this fourth. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul, first team foul.
And now a look at the upcoming schedule for Nashville. On Saturday, they'll go up against the Jazz in Utah. And then on Monday...
And you know, for that matchup with the Bulls, even though they're going against the #1 team right now in the league, they feel they could win. There's a lot of confidence to this squad.
The first one falls. Some changes for Baltimore. Peterson, he's checked in for Russell. House comes in for Moore. And it's Boeheim in for Wembanyama. So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses. Here's Wolf. Shot is good, off the back rim and in.
Well, he was scuffling with his shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
Out to the wing. Here's Parks. Back to O'Neal. The baseline, Jay. And it's Baltimore with a rebound. Peterson's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Grant, it seems like teams today are much more data-driven than in years past.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. It's much more sophisticated. And, of course, coaches and executives are still watching the games and forming their gut opinions. But now those impressions can be cross-checked with the numbers.
Here's Bender. Pass to Parks to get back on track. On target from range. Parks got 6 points in the quarter.
He hit 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
Here's Waters. He's covered by O'Neal. And that one's good. Waters.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Outside O'Neal. Sinks that one from the post. Here's House. Pass to Boeheim. Here's House. Oh, got a piece of it. From deep three-point land. Here's Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Here's Waters. He's covered by O'Neal. 4 on the clock. Here's Wolf. The Stars pull in the rebound.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Cousins, the pass to O'Neal. It's good. O'Neal's got 6 here in the quarter.
Tossing the pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
And Baltimore calls timeout here.
There's no way coach likes this effort level. They need to refocus.
Yeah, you have to take a timeout in a situation like this. Stop the bleeding a bit and regroup.
Now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
Yeah, and this game really has his fingerprints all over it. He's been dominating and making it look effortless. It's always fun to watch someone just flat out take over like he's done here today.
You know, I got to applaud his incredible energy out there tonight. Losing again was not an option for him. He wouldn't settle for anything other than a win. Here's Peterson, covered by McGee. House passes to Waters. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Boeheim. Again, the miss by Baltimore.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Baltimore leading by 19. Here's Waters. Here's House. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, he had 6 points from beyond the arc in the first half, but yet to get it going here in the second.
Bender, no good. Baltimore has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Pass to Peterson. To the middle to win the drought. And it's good on the lay-in. Peterson's got his first 2 points.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Cousins with it. Three-pointer Holmes. And it's Baltimore with a rebound. Peterson's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. To the wing, right side. More and more, we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready, Grant.
It really is a sight to see, BA. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older competition at that age.
Cousins with the screen. Here's Parks. From deep. He's off on that one. Here's Boeheim. And he drives in. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
And the shot's good.
That's where they'd like all their shots to come from.
And for Nashville, they're shooting just around 45% in the fourth. Pass to Cousins. A minute 39 left in the fourth quarter here. Just 5 to shoot.
Barron's foul. Waters. Second personal foul, first team foul. Shooting for the Stars. Holds. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And you see player training methods, Grant, a lot more than just running and getting shots up.
And you know, BA, what interests me, players not just training their bodies better than ever, but also their minds. They're working on hand-eye coordination drills and just all kinds of stuff to enhance their reflexes.
Both free throws good from Holmes. Here's Wolf. 1:33 left to play in the fourth quarter.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Barons.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, BA, just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Nashville, no good that time either. They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
Pass to Boeheim. Here's the pick. The 3 is up. And again for 3.
And this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for 3rd now for most threes in a game.
And the points keep piling up and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from downtown.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. And his next assist would give him a double-double on the night.
He's shown tremendous vision and tremendous heart out there.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Bell the pass to Moore. Here's Boeheim. Launches it from deep. No good. So Baltimore wins it. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And time now to present our player of the game.